3, 2, 1. What's going on? Fucking new heuristic motherfuckers. Welcome to the Crocs and Hot Pocket Show. Today is Sunday, December 31st, 2017, the final day of 2017, and this is episode number 50. Here with me tonight, I have the beautiful middle-aged stream.
Hi.
And the gorgeous Mr. 42. And we're going to get to these sexy fucks in just a hot second. Real quick, if you guys want to help support the show, ask a question, ask for advice, or give any kind of feedback at all, remember that you can always send an email to crocs@knackers.com, or you can leave a review of the podcast on iTunes. So what we'll do, go back to these sexy assholes, ask them who they are, where they're at online, and they'll give you their social media and all that shit. So middle-aged stream, you're up first.
Hi, I am the middle-aged stream, also known as Jimmy. You can find me on Twitch and Instagram at the middle-aged stream, or on Twitter at middle-aged stream.
What up? I'm Mr. 42. You can find me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitch at Mr. 42, and also on Twitter at Mr. 42 TV.
And what the fuck are we drinking?
Well, I actually have 3 drinks because
Me too.
Do you really?
Yeah,
Dude, I had 5. Yes.
Way to leave them hanging, 42. You fuck.
Yeah, thanks, asshole. I have a hot tea in this Yeti tumbler that keeps it super hot.
Ooh.
Right? Because I'm getting over a cold, so I'm still trying to keep a bunch of water in me, and some tea always works. I've got a Coke from Whataburger that I had for dinner earlier tonight because wife and I have been vegging out of the house all day, and we had fast food for dinner.
Yeah.
And I have got a little whiskey in a glass. Jameson Cooper's Crows. It's like a nicer Jameson.
Okay.
It's like the upsell Jameson bottles, but it's good. This is the first time I've drank anything in over 3 days. Any booze.
Is that so? I was going to ask beforehand, is that just like you're doing yourself a solid when family is in town? You just lay off the booze just to make sure everything goes smoothly and you can be attentive?
No, that's not it at all. No.
Okay.
No, it was just because I was starting to feel crummy, and I know enough about my body to know if I'm feeling crummy and I drink, it's just gonna make it worse. So
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, that's what I'm drinking.
All right, dope.
Primarily, I bought a whole bunch of Stella because Stella's my shit. Fucking love this stuff, especially in a glass. It's so fucking delicious. Kind of as like a little treat to myself after having such a nice day of snowboarding. It's a lager, I'm pretty sure. I've bought it from the one from not the grocery store, the one liquor store down the road from me a few times. It's proudly brewed in Quesnel. I have no idea where that is. Oh, it's in British Columbia, I think.
Proudly.
It's just called White and Gold, but it's like a lager, so I'm gonna open that later on. And then also, because I heard that middle-aged stream was coming on.
Oh, baby.
No.
Yeah.
Oh God, my stomach burns.
That's gonna be I was gonna buy a thing of like champagne or something to pop as well, but I was like, nah, fuck it. I'll get some Fireball. I'll do it that way.
Fireball. Those are some good memories right there.
Good. I mean, I just remember liquid poop. That was the.
I mean, it wasn't a great memory the next day when I was ralphing all over your freaking backyard, but hey, whatever.
This is true. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Many people have puked in my house, and we don't even party that hard. But I think when people get here, they get like spidey sense of partiness. Like, oh man, I think I need to get fucked up. I think that's what's on the agenda today. Although I can still get down with the Fireball and rum chata. I think it's called Cinnamon Toast Crunch, where it's Fireball and rum chata in a shot. I don't think it's quite half and half because I created it half and half the last time, and it did not taste good at all. So I think I made it wrong, but still a good drink. Oh, were you gonna say something?
Oh, I'm just reading chat. I'm just agreeing.
Okay.
Good bowler.
I I started out with a coffee. We've not only did we get a Keurig from Weenie's parents for Christmas. Actually, I don't know why I said not only. But we still have obviously our Mr. Coffee, our $20 pot maker, and oh my god, a pot maker. And so put on some coffee, got some vanilla Dunkin' Donuts grounds from the grocery store yesterday or 2 days ago, one of the two. So I've got that, and then we bought, I don't know, like an $8 gigantic jug of wine. We've been killing wine lately, trying not to drink beer. Wine, it's still kind of as many calories, but it's less liquid that you're drinking. Like you can have a glass of wine in a night. You can't have a beer and be satisfied. Doesn't happen very often. So been doing the wine thing lately. So we've been trying a bunch of different red wines. It's funny. We've been drinking like sweet reds and, like the pussy wines. And of course we keep our wine in the fridge because I don't think wine tastes good not cold. I don't think any liquor tastes good lukewarm. I'm just not a fan at all. I'm sorry, Jimmy. And so we went over my grandmother's house earlier tonight, and we had some. I almost said cabaret, as in like the fucking play show shit. Cabernet something, but it was warm and it was good quality wine. It was very dry. It was dry and tart, which was I had very mixed emotions on. But everyone was making fun of us because we were like, yo, where's the chilled wine at, you fucking assholes?
Can I say something to you about wine?
Yeah.
Real quick. And I heard you, I think it might have been the last podcast you were talking about wine. And you were saying how if there's anyone who drinks boxed wine, that you disown them.
I think I said that.
No, I think 42 said that. Yeah.
Was it?
But we kind of all agreed on it, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, I was listening to it on audio, so I couldn't, But anyway, regardless, I'm going to tell you this right now. I used to think the same thing. Okay, I really did. There's some really good boxed wine out there. There is some boxed wine that is not shit.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure you were aware of that.
No, I knew that. I think when I don't quote me on this because this isn't my podcast, but I think when 42 was talking about we were talking about people who show up to parties with boxed wine and then just set their shit on the table and are like drinking out of it.
Yeah.
Because the wine we're buying, we're looking for the cheapest, most delicious wine that they have. Yeah. We're not getting anything fancy, but obviously there's good cheap wine out there that isn't cheap shit. And Gary Vaynerchuk, he ran the YouTube channel Wine Library, and all he did was review shitty cheap wines. And so I know it's out there. I'm not like a wine snob whatsoever. I'm a wine snob. I just want it to taste good. I don't want it to be dry. And 42 is getting abducted by aliens again.
You're just dipping your toe into wine. Like you're where I was with wine like a decade or so ago.
Okay. All right.
It was just stuff that was cold or sweet.
Yeah.
But you'll see. It'll change.
And I need to get the cheeses down. There's actually the place that the amazing beer place that we found in town that I texted you about like a month or so ago. They do weekly wine and cheese tastings, and I'm like, oh, I kind of want to try that. But I'm all about getting the palate down and matching food with wine. Like I'd love to go down that road, but right now we're just like, oh, hey, look, that one's $10 for a giant fucking jug. Like I don't even know. The jug that we just got from Kroger the other day is massive, and it kind of tastes like grape juice. I'm not a fan of the grapes. I mean, this is a very contradictory thing to say. I'm not a fan of grape flavored things for the most part. Like some grape flavored candy is all right. I don't really like grape soda. Like grape juice, I'm not a fan of. This is very grapey. But I don't know.
So wine, what you're saying is wine is very grapey, huh?
I know what I said. All right. Yes. But there's wines that taste nothing like grapes. Like nothing like grapes. This is a very grapey wine, and it's very purple, very purpley. I know you guys can't tell because my fucking whole world is purple, but
good shit.
By the way, guys, tonight It is New Year's Eve. We're going to be counting down the balls dropping, the country's balls dropping, which for some reason, you know what? Speaking of, up until, I don't know, a year or two ago, I'm never ashamed to tell you guys when I've been extremely stupid, because I think there's a lot of, I don't know, I think there's a good amount to admitting when you're stupid. It did not occur to me that everybody celebrated New Year's at different times because of time zones until like years ago. Like, you think everybody celebrates the ball dropping when you watch the balls drop, because I've always been fortunate enough to have, like, we always watch Times Square ball dropping for New Year's Eve. That's what we did when we were growing up. And so being in the same time zone as that, you always think everybody's just celebrating at the same time because everybody's watching. Like, what does everybody else in the country do? Do you just watch like a local ball dropping? Do you just go to, your local pub and watch some naked hobo just fucking drop his balls on a table? I don't know.
You know what I think they actually do here is I don't know if they replay it. I think they might just rebroadcast.
I think that's what they do. They show it on the local network stations. They just have it delayed an hour. Like, it's not actually live. Yeah.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, you're actually in the future. It's like you're going to be in 2018 before 42 and myself.
Right. Which is actually kind of cool because you guys get to celebrate it twice now. I'm kind of jealous.
That's it, man.
See, and this is why I don't like, if I was to go back in time, like 5 years, I would do a New Year's party and set up a ball dropping video for every hour, for every time zone. So you can just count down like 4 different times. You get to make out with 4 different chicks. You get to finish 4 different bottles of champagne. Why did nobody that I grew up with do that? They miss out on so many fucking hours. That's what I'm doing from now on.
Get in a time machine?
Just a fucking
New Year's party orgy.
Yeah, no, that sounds great.
Yeah, I'm sure Tony will love that.
I mean, would you guys count? Like, it's the orgy with one person, okay? There's multiple holes. Would you guys want to sell it? Like, would you want to count down multiple times? What did you think that would just keep the party going? Like, oh shit, the next countdown number 2 is coming. Or does that not interest you whatsoever?
That'd be lit. Could you imagine? Could you imagine how crazy it's gonna be when it gets to Pacific time? It's gonna be like 3 in the morning,
right? And like people start dropping off.
Yeah,
because there's what time zone is Hawaii?
Oh fuck,
they're in their own special time zone.
The
fucking out there time zone.
So they're probably, aren't they 5 hours behind me?
No, more than that. I think they're at least 4 or 5 hours from Texas, because it was at least, because I was in Hawaii 2 summers ago, and yeah, they're quite a. I want to say it was at least 5 hours.
Okay. Yeah. You know who in your group of friends knows how to party when Hawaii New Year's Eve hits and people are still standing? Yeah, I think that'd be dope. But yeah, so we're gonna be counting down the balls dropping on this show. We'll probably be cutting it, right after. We don't want to get too crazy because both these guys have things to do after the new East Coast New Year's goes. So today will probably be around 2 to 2.5 hours. But if you guys are looking to be somewhere where the balls are dropping, got 3 dudes right here ready to go. So it's been a hot minute. We didn't have a podcast last Sunday because of Christmas. And Jimmy, it's been probably a good month since you've been on the show.
Yeah.
So what's been up with you lately?
Well, let's see. I think the last time I was on the show was before Star Wars came out.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say anything. I know this isn't the spoiler cast or anything, but I enjoyed the movie. I've seen it 3 times already in the movie theaters. We saw it again yesterday, actually, because my father-in-law and my mother-in-law hadn't seen it. Well, my step-mother-in-law, they hadn't seen it yet. So and Frankie was like, well, "Let's go see it." I was like, "Okay." So we went and saw it for the 3rd time, it was great. I've been you guys know I coach and teach as my job. Obviously, I'm not teaching. I still got another week until I had got to go back to school to teach. But soccer season has started, so I've been have soccer practices, and we had our first scrimmage the other day. We've got another scrimmage on January 2nd, although supposedly it might get canceled because there's a really bad cold front coming this way. And
Yeah.
it's gonna freeze, and like people in Texas can't drive when it's like they just don't know how to drive in cold weather. So so hopefully I'm kind of having my fingers crossed, because there's nothing worse than being out in the freezing cold trying to coach a soccer game. I'm sorry, I just
Oh my
hate it.
God.
Yeah,
That
sucks.
would be so fucking terrible. And I always thought all of Texas is just hot all the time. I never thought Texas got cold, let alone get snow before Detroit does.
Yeah, no, it does. It's just not very long. I mean, we have seasons. It's just our winter and fall seasons are relatively short. You know.
Okay.
But anyway, other than that, I had my family in town for about 5 days this last week. That's one of the reasons I hadn't been streaming, because my niece was staying in my office, and I didn't want to she's a teenager. I didn't want to say, hey, get out, go sleep on the couch. You know what I mean? Plus they're in town, so I try to spend time with them. And so that was fun. It was good to visit with the family. We had a nice Christmas. I was blown away this year by like all the, once you get, the older you get, the less you expect like people to get you shit. They just kind of expect you to get, especially if you have a kid. They're like, you figure you're going to get your kid something, I don't expect my family members to get me anything. I don't expect, I just don't. But this year I was blown away. I got all these super nice gifts from all these people in my family. And it was like, I didn't know what to say, because I didn't really spend much on anybody. I was just like, and I have in the past, but I just, as adults, you just never really expect, that sort of thing. And it was really,
Right.
it was touching, because I was like, man, that was really nice of you, to do that. I got some cool stuff. It was great. Yeah. I just got the SNES Classic, by the way, because like on Christmas Day, that was the only thing I was bummed out about, because I really wanted one so bad and I didn't get one, and I was kind of bummed out. And then on Christmas Day, I was streaming, and then one of my mods in chat came on, and he was like, "Hey man, the SNES Classic just went on sale in stock on Amazon Prime." Oof. I was like, and it was great too, because I had another guy who was real generous, left me a really big tip. So it was just like, there it is, man. SNES Classic. I've been playing with it
right on stream.
Yeah, it was great.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It was really cool. And speaking of him, there he is right now in chat. Buffalo. Yeah, he was the guy who told me. He was
Buffalo!
like, hey, they said, hey, the SNES Classic is now in stock on Amazon. Oh, it's like, oh man. So that was good. But yeah, other than that, just been trying to get over the stupid cold and enjoy time with family, enjoy time off. Yeah, that's probably the only non-gaming stuff. Gaming wise, I've been playing a lot of different stuff lately. I've been playing. I finally got into Fortnite.
Yeah.
Now I'm playing the plebe console version, which I know you appreciate. Now I did get an Xbox One X, and it runs and looks good, man.
It looks very good. I will admit
on that. So I've been playing that. Mario Odyssey I've been playing. Wolfenstein 2. I think I'm about almost halfway through that. Cuphead I finally beat.
Yeah.
Which I'm stoked about. And that was hard, man. But it was fun. It was worth it. I felt like really accomplished when I beat that game,
Dude, that I want to play Cuphead because I want to experience that. But after playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare and getting my shit pushed in for hours.
That's different though, because Call of Duty Modern Warfare and the types of deaths that's like cheap deaths. Like the cool thing about Cuphead, and I'm not a pro gamer. The cool thing is every time you play, you learn a little bit more about how to like get better and better and better. You know what I mean? So the deaths don't feel cheap. Like all the bosses have a specific thing that they do. Now there are some bosses that are really tough, yes, but it never got to the point where I was so frustrated that I wanted to, there were frustrating moments, don't get me wrong, but I think it had a really healthy balance of challenge and, the right amount of challenge and fun. So I recommend it. I think you'd enjoy it.
Had I been playing Call of Duty on a console, I would have thrown my Xbox controller against a wall. There's only been 2 times that I have gotten that close. One was during Rocket League when I didn't know how to control my Rocket League anger, and then 2 was playing Call of Duty. I was just so fucking frustrated because it was difficult. It was extremely difficult, but I was also getting shit on by that game and its instability, and it was just not a good time at all.
No, I totally get it. And it's not for everyone. I'm sure eventually it's going to go on sale for very cheap. And it'd be worth, I would think it'd be worth a playthrough at some point. Because I thought it was a brilliant game. It was one of my favorite games of this year. So
can you, is there a difficulty changer on it?
I think once you beat it, there's like a expert mode. I think there's like kind of a normalish mode, but I don't think you want to play that.
No, I don't. Like, if anything, I want to go down a difficulty.
No. I mean, I don't know. I think, I don't know, man. I think you're not giving yourself enough credit. I feel like if I could beat it, you could beat it. Honestly, I really feel that way. I mean, I think you're probably better at video games in general than I am with, so I wouldn't say, at least, I mean, Twitch type of games that require, quick reaction times,
Yeah.
So, I mean, as you get older, you kind of lose a little bit of that. So,
right. How many hours total would you think that it took you to beat it?
I don't know, maybe, I don't know, 25 to 30, somewhere in there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It wasn't a ridiculous amount of time, and maybe even less than that. It might have been somewhere around 20. I think somewhere between 20 to 25, I think, is a pretty good estimate.
Okay.
But I would only play in short play sessions, though. Usually like an hour or 2 of Cuphead is about as much as I could handle before I would start, getting a little ragey.
Yep.
But other than that, new Zelda DLC come out. I have it. I haven't played it. I haven't jumped into it yet. I've got Resident Evil 7 thanks to a sub goal, so I'll be jumping into that soon. I haven't played that at all, so I'm probably gonna be terrified. I've got a few other games that were on sale for this, like around the Steam sale, and they had a big Microsoft sale, so picked up a couple things that were really, really cheap, like the new Life is Strange, like the entire that Before the Storm. I got it for like $10.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I'll buy that. Or maybe it was $11, but either way, shit.
Did you already buy RE7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was just reading an article that said that the price of RE7 permanently dropped.
Well, I just picked it up. It was on sale. I got it. It was like 20-something bucks.
Yeah. Okay, so I think you got the permanent sale drop price version.
I wasn't gonna buy it until I was waiting because I knew there'd be a sale around the holidays. Plus, I hit the sub goal, but I was like, well, there's no point in me trying to purchase it until I'm getting ready to start playing it. And then I saw the sale. It was like a day or two ago hit, and I was like, oh, perfect. So.
42. Did you see that they have a VR version of Resident Evil 7?
So I've never played a Resident Evil game, and it's like though that game and Final Fantasy, I just lose fucking track of which one's which nowadays.
Yeah.
But I know I had heard that there was a Resident Evil game on VR.
It looks terrifying.
Does it?
Yeah, but I mean, if there's anybody who should play it, it's you.
I'm pretty sure though that it's a self-contained story. Like, I don't think you have to have played any of the other ones to know what's going on with this one.
Oh, yeah. Is it? Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, like what Tweeny's saying. It's nothing like the other ones. I've watched very little of it, but what I've watched and from what I understand, reading some reviews, you don't have to have played the other ones. And same thing actually with the newest Final Fantasy. Like, you don't have to have played the other ones to play it. And it was actually, that was a game I played last year too. That was a solid JRPG, believe it or not. I enjoyed it.
Wasn't that kind of the case with Resident Evil 6? Didn't they kind of change the base game? Like, it didn't really play like the other ones did. I don't know. I didn't play
that one. The last Resident Evil I actually played was 4.
Got it.
So I haven't played the last couple. So I couldn't tell you that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this Resident Evil. This is that one where I just searched some Google images of it to see the VR, or just to see what it would look like in VR. But yeah, I've seen people playing this, And yeah, that, oh my god, I couldn't
Dude,
even
that would be
imagine trying to
creepy as
fucking do
hell.
that in VR.
Yeah. I've never played a Resident Evil game either. The only reason I know of them is because Weenie has a YouTube channel that she watches all the time called Two Best Friends, and it's a Let's Play YouTube channel, and they basically just play through games and do commentary and stuff. That's actually very fucking good. I do not watch Let's Plays on YouTube at all. I do not watch video gameplay on YouTube at all, unless it's like a compilation of Twitch clips.
I like to watch Let's Plays of like really old games that I played when I was a kid growing up.
Okay.
Like that's fun for me. Like the old like Sierra adventure style games, like those are cool. And I'll put one of those on in the background because it's like, oh yeah, I remember this, you know, because people aren't so interested in those games anymore. Like, you know, to stream or something like that. You know, I
Right.
don't think there's a big audience for that. But I think for the YouTube audience, it's perfect, you know, because people are just like, I want to see this, you know. So
Well, it goes back to there's just some games that do really fucking well on YouTube that do not do good on Twitch. And I don't know the formula behind that. It doesn't really seem to be consistent at all. And there's actually still a lot of people that do well on YouTube with gaming content. Like YouTube gaming content is definitely not dead. But in our world, Twitch is obviously way more prominent in the content creation world, but most of the people who were over on YouTube have come over to Twitch, but there's still a good amount of people that are playing games on YouTube, not live.
I think one thing too that makes some games play better on YouTube better is the games that you can cut out the bullshit.
Yeah.
Right. So like one of the games that I'm going to talk about when games I've been playing lately, like Civilization, like game like that where you've got so much time in between turns and just like you want to put all the good action stuff in a YouTube video, whereas on Twitch you got all that downtime in between that you got to sit there and, you know, fill in with whatever you can fill it in with.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, don't mind me real quick. If I get up and go, I'm just gonna keep refilling my hot tea. So
Got it.
BRB.
All right, are you all good?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Cool.
That's it.
So for non-gaming wise for me lately, I'd had this whole last week of work off. So I pretty much have just been doing pretty much just exactly that. Just a whole bunch of nothing. So I had the whole week off. It's been okay. It was colder in my city. This was actually a news article that was posted on Our World News that my city was colder than the fucking North and South Pole at one point.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It got so fucking cold here this week. So everybody just pretty much stayed the fuck inside. Wednesday, I actually went snowboarding up at one of the local ski resorts close to me, which was all right. I was having a lot of fucking issues with my snowboard goggles actually icing up. There was like, at the very top of my goggles, there was just like a line of ice that was just slowly building down as the day went on. So like eventually I was just like looking down the hill, like I can't fucking see anything.
Oh my God. It's so dangerous.
Yeah. So that day we called it a little bit earlier. It was just like if you had any exposed skin going down the hill, like if you had that wind blast going on you, like at one point I had to uncover my nose a little bit. And just going down the hill, like by the time we were done, I just had like this white patch on the end of my nose because it like frosted up so much.
Oh my God, that's insane.
It was not a good time to be outside, but I always still had some fun with it. I actually went snowboarding earlier again today as well, which was a lot better. It was, I think, like, I don't know what the calculation is to it, but when we first got out this morning to go snowboarding, they told us that the high was gonna pick a lot higher up today. So we were kind of like, okay, well, it's supposed to be a little bit warmer today than it was on Wednesday when we went, so we'll go out today because there's going to be a lot of people that aren't going to go out today. When we got in the truck and we were on our way out to the mountain, it was minus 36 Fahrenheit at one point. Like that's what the truck was telling us, and we were just like, okay, we made a fucking mistake.
Oh my God.
And like even though he had the defrost for the windshield on, it was like not keeping up. Like the windshield was just like frosting. As
And
we
you
were
guys
driving.
still went?
Yeah, we toughed it out.
Jesus Christ, dude. It was like just above 0 Fahrenheit last night, and I just had like we were just bringing in groceries. My fingers were aching just from being outside for less than 5 minutes just bringing in groceries.
Yeah, it got brutally cold here today, but it's ridiculous because earlier today, this morning, just outside of the city, it was that cold. Tuesday, when I go back to work, it's supposed to be like 36 Fahrenheit. Plus.
Jesus Christ.
It's the fucking mountains, man.
You're not going to have any snow left there, bud.
Yeah, it's going to all melt. We're not going to be able to go snowboarding. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. I've just been, ever since Christmas, we've just kind of been sticking inside and not freezing to death. Yeah, we had Christmas at my parents' place. What was that?
How do you fucking work outside?
Lots of layers.
Oh
Lots
my!
of layers and no exposed skin.
Jesus Christ! So it's just full blown, like like face covered, hat, gloves, scarf.
Yeah. Well, luckily, we get a lot of gear paid for by work because they realize that there's not much we can afford. That there's not much out there that we're going to be able to buy with our own money that is going to keep us alive.
Right.
That kind of weather, but it doesn't get that cold very often. That's like a very extreme cold for here.
Still, but even like you're extreme cold or like you're just normal cold, it's still really fucking cold everywhere else.
Yeah, I mean the fact that they actually said that we were colder than the North and South Pole is it's something.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, just been sticking inside pretty much this entire week. So I've done absolutely fucking nothing except play games and nothing. Really fucking nothing. Just been sitting inside and trying not to die. The one thing I did get was I got myself a fridge.
Yeah. Oh, nice and close to the desk and everything.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it. The only thing I had to do was I had to get like, thankfully, when I went to IKEA and got like a coffee table for like a living room table when I moved in here, and it was one of those ones where it's like a main table, but then it's supposed to have like a little underlayer, like halfway where the table sits, so you can put like remotes and all that shit. And I looked at that and I was like, I don't want to fucking, because I'm one of those people where I always like to sit on the floor and like eat dinner at like if I'm just like sitting there watching TV, I'll just sit on the floor and eat dinner off the table.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like sat with your dinner in your lap. Okay. Yeah, no, because we eat dinner on the futon. So
yeah, but I like to sit on the floor. So when I got that table and I had that like little under piece that you could put on, I was like, fuck that shit, because I'm not gonna be able to put my knees under the table and sit cross-legged like I usually do, or stretch my legs out or whatever. So when I put this fridge up in here, because it's all carpet in here, the fridge door, when it opens, it was catching on the carpet a lot. So I ended up just using that bottom piece because I've had it sitting downstairs for forever. So I basically just laid that on top of the carpet. It's just like a wooden, or I don't know if it's probably fake wood, but it's IKEA piece. So I just laid that down on the carpet, put the fridge on top of it. Now it works fucking beautifully.
Nice.
The only thing I'm worried about is I'm hoping, I don't think it's ever going to get hot enough for it to like start a fire on the curtain, but I don't think fridges do that, right? That's not a thing.
I mean, as long as your coils in the back are far enough from it, you're fine.
Yeah, I think everything's down at the bottom.
Yeah, the coils and stuff are usually way at the bottom.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my pre-birthday party pre-birthday present to myself. I'm pretty happy with it. I've been needing one.
Do the LEDs, are they just one color?
Yeah.
Get that shit out of there. Put some RGBs in there, bud.
I might have to try take it apart and see. I might be able to just change what's in there now. Like, because there's actually a switch on the inside that you can turn them off.
Oh, okay.
So I might be able to find some way to change them out.
The fridge is dope. I'm very jelly.
It was on Boxing Day sale. That's the only reason why I got this one. Otherwise, I would have just gotten a plain black fucking one that looks basic.
What is Boxing Day?
Oh, come on.
I know that's a Blink-182 song, and that's all I know it as.
You
I get, yeah, that's more of like
American.
I think that's more of a Canadian thing.
Well, it's actually a UK thing also, and
Yeah,
I think in
it's-
Australia too.
Really?
it's the day after Christmas when everybody has boxes and they got to get rid of them.
Oh,
But
now you know.
Canadians use it as like that's like our Black Friday up here.
See, that's I would assume Boxing Day, like people beating each other to death trying to get Christmas
Yeah.
presents, like that's or just trying to get good deals after the holidays. That was the first thing in my mind, so I wasn't too far off.
Yeah, it's also if you really are super pissed about it, you could stand in line in customer service and try and get your gift refunded or
Oh,
replaced. Dude, I can't tell you how many times. Like even when I went to get this thing, I got this on Thursday. I don't even remember what day it is because I've been off
it's a day.
work, but I think it was on Thursday. Yeah, it was on Thursday. So it was like 2 days after Boxing Day for us, and there was still like there was a fucking huge line at Best Buy for people trying to like replace or refund stuff that they got for Christmas. And everybody just looked miserable. I was like, I don't know why you guys are here.
I have never, now granted, I didn't have Christmas growing up, but I've never had, like in the past like 6 or 7 years I've been celebrating it, I've never had to return a gift. I've never had, like the clothes have always fit. I've always gotten something that I've enjoyed. I think I've gotten very lucky in that sense.
You will when you have kids someday. That's where the gift returns come into play.
Oh, did you just make an abortion joke?
No. No, I mean, what I mean is inevitably when you have kids, your kid gets like a double, like the same present that someone else got. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
It's inevitable. It happens to like whenever, and you know, whenever that is, if you have kids someday, or your kid gets some shit that they didn't ask for, they didn't like, and the person left the gift tag in. And like for example, this year my son got a pair of shoes. Well, one, he doesn't like them. Two, they don't fit him. So we're taking that shit straight back to Target with the
Right.
gift receipt.
Right.
You know.
Bam.
So yeah.
Yeah, good joke. Kids, never, fucking never.
I said someday, whenever that day is. Whenever that day is.
I don't think ever. I'm like 99% sure. Never.
Whatever, dude. I said the same shit when I was your age. You'll see.
Yeah, but birth control wasn't as good back then as it was. All right, you're actually not that much older than me. So
No. 36. Yeah. You can wait. You can wait. Because I was I was almost 30 when my son was born. My wife was already 30. So yeah, you can wait.
Okay.
You never know.
You never know.
You know, you can always say, like, I will always think this way forever. And then obviously you get older and you go, wow, how could I ever think this way? I'm still pretty sure I don't want kids. Like, that's one thing. A lot of things in my mind have changed since I've been 18, 19, 20. That, if anything, I wanted kids before, and now I definitely don't want kids. So that's it. It has changed, but in the opposite direction.
Dude, it was like 2 nights ago. I had a very, very real dream that I had a kid. Like it was like, whoa, like I went through the whole fucking parenting thing. There was like I remember like being in the moment and having this kid and like it was like a baby and having to deal with it. And I remember I woke up because the kid puked on me and I felt it like running down my back. And I was like, oh, and I'm awake. Not a good dream.
Speaking of dreams, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Do either of you guys follow Fragicide on Twitter?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Last night he tweeted out a Reddit thread. It was a Reddit thread of somebody asking why guys liked eating ass. And I just read through the replies. There was a lot of interesting reasoning. Of course, that night, guess what? I have a dream. I'm getting my butthole licked. Like, this is the shit that happens to me. Gotta say, I kind of liked it. But
Are you sure it was a dream?
Weenie, come here. Let me smell your breath. But yeah, so that's what I had to endure last night. That's it's the same exact reason I can't watch scary movies, like horror movies, because I'll fall asleep and I am the victim of that movie for the next 8 hours or however long that goddamn dream lasts.
See, movies don't get me like games. Scary games scare the shit out of me. Scary movies, barely, not at all. It's so
Really?
weird. Yeah, man. Like I can watch a scary movie and it barely make me jump or flinch. A scary game though, I think because of the interactive factor and you're controlling the person or whatever, just gets me, man.
I wonder if that has something to do with your connection to the character, because you are playing the character and that shit is actually happening to you.
Yeah.
Whereas in a movie, it's just some dude that you have no connection with whatsoever.
Totally.
Yeah. I've seen a few people on the Vive subreddit that talk about how they have like weird fucking dreams if they play too much VR.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because they say like just like being in the actual world that you're in and doing all this stuff, especially if you like get jump scares and all this stuff happens to you, that sometimes they'll get dreams and they're like they feel like they're still in their VR game, but they can't just take a headset off. That'd be terrifying.
See, that's why I'm kind of tempted to never play scary games on VR, because you're in a fucking dream. You just have the luxury of taking that dream off if you get too scared.
I actually brought my Vive over to my parents' place because we had like all of our family over there for Christmas. So we had like just a bunch of people were just playing around on the Vive, which by the way, the fucking most stressful time I've ever had owning a Vive.
Why?
Like you invite your friends over and play, and like they know because most of them like understand that it's a video game. But some family members who like aren't gamers at all, and you put that fucking headset on them, they just lose themselves and they go running into walls. They start throwing the controllers around like they think they're actual fists.
Oh yeah.
Like we had one, my cousin's boyfriend was playing the bar fighting simulator, and he was just like throwing fucking haymakers at people on the game. And he just kept like walking forward in real life and just throwing punches left, right, and center. And we're like, back up. And he just kept going forward. Like he just lost himself. It was super stressful to watch.
Surprised nobody got punched in the face. Like people in general, I think that people who play games already have a heightened sense of situational awareness just because of the nature of them being gamers. Most people don't have great situational awareness. I just think that that's like a common trait that most people don't have. It's not like it's a negative, but it's not anything you can do. It's just like one thing you probably weren't taught growing up is to just look over your shoulder at all times. And then people put on a fucking VR headset and any situational awareness that person had is gone. They are in a world and there is nothing to stop them from doing whatever they're going to do.
The problem with it too is that you don't have that same, like once you put the headset on, unless you've got good headphones on and the game actually supports like that kind of surround where like if you look this way, it'll change the audio so it's actually over where, depending on where you're looking. So like when I was playing Killing Floor on VR, that was like what happened to me. The one time one of the creeper things came up beside me, like right in my peripherals, but I didn't hear it. And then all of a sudden I saw it stand up and I look over and it's like right there in my face. And I just freaked. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. I'm fucking sitting there shooting shit and diving left, right, and center trying to get away from it.
Does the Vive headset come with headphones or are there speakers built into the...
It comes with like earbuds. I'm pretty sure. On the headset itself, there's actually like an attachment that comes off the front where all the other cables go, and it's basically just like a going into the headset. It's like a 3.5 millimeter that goes into the headset, and then on the other end of it, it's just a female 3.5.
Okay,
so you can attach your own headset to that, or like earbuds or whatever you want to do.
So there's no speaker option.
Like not on the default. No.
Okay. So I was about to say, like, what do you do if you don't have a wireless headset? You just have to go and fucking buy one, or just do the earbud things?
Yeah, pretty much. Or you got to have like a separate headset that's got a wire to it as well, which makes it even more annoying.
Did the Oculus have speakers, or were there speakers plugged into the computer that was doing? I can't remember what at the fucking gaming
Maybe
lounge.
they do. I can't remember now.
I feel like the Oculus did.
So like on the Vive, you can buy this. This is called the deluxe audio head strap.
Okay,
So it's like a separate one. And it's got fold down headphones.
got it.
So I bought that because I knew I was going to be bringing this for Christmas. So I figured that was going to be a lot easier than fucking, because what I always did here when I brought people over to play Vive here is I'd put the Vive headset on them first, and I would take my Astros and be like, okay, I'm going to put the Astros on you now. Then I put it on their head, and I'm like, now just adjust it wherever you want to put it.
Got it. Okay.
That just got way too annoying. And then also like, because the Astros aren't attached to the Vive at all, or they're not, built into it, unless you turn on the front camera on the Vive, you have no fucking idea where that headset went. You can see your controllers,
Got it.
but if you need to try and find your headset, which I was always doing, I'm always like,
Oh,
over
you're
the table, all over the
looking around
floor,
for
just, like,
shit.
patting around, yeah. So it's the deluxe. Everybody's saying that the deluxe audio head strap needs to be like the default.
Right. That's how I feel it should be. But maybe, I don't know, maybe another price cut is in their future where they just include that by default and keep that the same price or something.
A lot of the Christmas bundles that I've been seeing for Vive have that included.
Okay.
Which is good because it definitely needs it.
Word.
And they're actually not bad. They're not bad. They're really good speakers for what they look like they are.
Okay. So they're not like on your earphones. They're just speakers that are kind of hover above them.
No, they actually they sit on your ear, but they're not over ear. They're just like they just sit on your ear.
Got it. Okay.
You can actually snap them out too. So you could snap it out and then have it hovering over your ear if you wanted to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want everybody's ear herpes on you when you're sharing that thing.
Yeah. Anyway, so gaming wise for me, I've actually been playing a good amount of VR stuff. Been doing a lot of Fallout 4 VR when the game actually works properly. LA Noire came out with a VR version. I've been playing that, which has actually been a shit ton of fun. I didn't ever play the normal, like the monitor. We call it the pancake version. I never played that version at all, so the game was like a brand new game to me when I went into it.
Okay.
I didn't realize how vast that game is. Like I didn't realize how open world it was when I first got into it. But when you're in the VR, you just feel like you're kind of limited to where you can go. But then actually when you get in the cars and just start driving around, you're just like, oh my God, I can go fucking anywhere if I want to.
Right. Does the map the map feels bigger when you're in VR just because it feels like you're actually traveling?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because then you literally can get in the car, and every time you get in a car, it tells you to kind of reset yourself into like your standing position so that when you start the game back up, you're actually looking out the window of the car.
Okay.
So it's nice. And then you have to actually like grip the wheel, hold the trigger to accelerate, and you sit there and drive around, and then you can just stop wherever you want, look over to the door and just open the handle, and you'll step out of the car.
Wait, the cars in Fallout?
No, in LA Noire.
LA Noire.
Oh, I was so fucking confused. I was like, wait a minute. I've never seen a fucking working vehicle in Fallout ever. Okay. All right.
I think they put out a remastered version to go along with the VR version that just came out, because there's a version on the Switch now, and then I just saw it in the Xbox store. They had LA Noire show up. So
yeah, I think they did do a remastered version.
Okay.
And it's super fucking weird being in the Vive headset and like being able to walk up to somebody, and with how fucking real they made the faces look in that game, it's so eerie. Like it's so eerie being able to just walk up to somebody and just like turn around and they're right there in front of you, and they can make like super like realistic faces.
What do you think of that game so far?
It's definitely in VR it's really fun.
Okay.
I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much if I played the normal version, just because it's like I might have enjoyed it if I played it on stream and like had the chat interaction with it. But say if I had played that when that first came out, I don't know if I would have enjoyed it just playing it on my own and just kind of doing what you do in it, because in the VR you can kind of do what you want with it. Like you can open up your notebook and you can literally draw your own little pictures in it. You can do a ton of different things.
I've seen some clips of people drawing funny shit in those things.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to imagine like you playing this game and like you're taking notes as you're interviewing a suspect and you're drawing like a dick butt on your notepad.
That's there was the one time I was in one of the interviews with the guy, or I was like interrogating him, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, his picture or his little like description picture was in my notebook, and I sat there and I was just like drawing a mustache and I do sideburns on him, and I showed it to him and I'm like, you should do that sometime. Like that looks a lot better than what you have going on right now.
Nice. Oh yeah, I've seen some funny shit.
But yeah, Fallout 4 VR has been all right. There's just been a lot of graphical problems with it, but it feels really cool too, with just how open that world is too. You can just sit there and just walk around wherever the fuck you want. The only thing that's a little bit weird about that game is just with how non-VR they made it. Like you don't get the ability to just pick up whatever items you want, throw them out in the distance if you really want to. You're very limited. Like it's basically like your controllers are your mouse, so you kind of still doing what you normally do in VR, but you just have a Vive controller as a mouse. When you have a gun out, you can still point, shoot where you want. The other shitty part is that like two-handed weapons you can't two-hand. So if you have like a long rifle, you literally hold it like a pistol. You can't grip it with your other hand. So it makes it really awkward. And there's no scopes. You can't look down a scope at all.
What?
So if you have a gun with a scope, it's just blurry. Like you don't see a single thing out of it. It's just like a static image. So you can't snipe anything.
Yeah, that's lame.
It's very weird. Why
is it considered early access?
No, that's just a $70 Canadian game.
No.
Yeah, they made you pay $70 for that.
Wow. Fucking, are you gonna refund that shit, or are you gonna hold on to it?
No, I'm enjoying it so far, but it's just weird compared to regular. I definitely enjoy the regular game in that one better than the VR version. The VR version's just, it's got so many graphical errors and so many things that they just skipped out on that makes it a little not as exciting for me.
Okay.
Been playing a lot of Rocket League as per usual. Me and Knackers have been going crazy on that. I'm just ever so slightly trying to get to the champion rank, which has been eluding me for so long. But
yeah,
we're getting there. I actually played PUBG for the first time in a while, Battlegrounds. It was my first time playing on the new map, and actually my first time playing with the new vaulting system, which I feel like has been out for forever now. But
I think it's been less than a month, to be honest, because
really?
they pushed it to the test server, and then they repealed it, and then it sat for a while, and then it pushed when the game was fully released out of early access for 1.0.
Yeah,
and that was, I want to say 3 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
I know there's a lot of people that haven't been enjoying playing the game, and a lot of people like obviously just been moving to other things. When I played it on Thursday or Friday, I think it was. And I still really enjoyed it. I always have enjoyed playing that game by myself in solos on stream, just because it's fun. It's fun to play it solo and just loot away. And then if I fuck something up, I'm not dragging a team down with me. I'm dead. I can just restart and play again. I still really enjoyed it. The new map looks amazing. So I quite enjoyed doing that. The only other game I've been playing lately, I was mentioning it earlier, Civilization 5. I haven't ever dipped into the Civilization games, and now that I've played that one, I can't fucking get enough of it.
Yep.
Really?
Me and the two local friends, Kalnohe and Stefsky, that I've been playing it with, every single fucking night I'm texting them and I'm like, so what you guys doing? You guys want to play some Civ? Because I'm just we're in the middle of a game right now, and there's so much stuff happening in it, and it's super fucking addicting. I just always want to get back on there and just keep building away.
One more turn.
Yep.
One more turn. That's Civ for you. That's a great game.
Don't you love when a game does that to you?
Yeah, and actually Kalnohe got it for me for Christmas.
Nice.
And when I saw that he gifted it to me, I was like okay. I was like, I know for a fact he has that game and he's played it a few times. He just wants me to come play that game with him. But now that he got it for me and we've played it a few times, I'm like, oh my God. I told him a few times, I'm like, dude, thank you for fucking buying me this game because it is so good.
Yeah.
That's so many hours of entertainment out of that. But yeah, no, that's it for me, gaming wise.
Awesome. Can you guys shoot the shit real quick? I just gotta go take a piss. I forgot to pee before the show started.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Talk about poop.
So you've played Civ then?
I have. I go all the way back to the original Civ. It was one of the games that my dad had. It was on like a Tandy 286. I mean, we played the Civ 1, and then I remember later Civ 2. Civ 3 I didn't play a ton of. I played a ton of Civ 4. I have Civ 5. I got most of my Civ in on like the originals and Civ 4. And then I played a little of Civ 5, and then of course Civ 6 is out.
Yeah.
And that one's supposed to be massive, but I love that game, man. It's freaking it really is. Like it's a type of game where you can sit down, start the game, and then 5 hours has gone by and you don't even realize it.
Yeah, the couple nights that me and those two have been playing it, we start typically at like 8 p.m. my local time, and then it's like 11 o'clock. And like, because it was this whole past week when I've been off work, but those two still had to work because I just booked the week off, but those two still had to work a little bit.
Right.
So 11 o'clock is like pushing it bedtime for them. So there'd be so many times where I'm sitting there and I'm like just fucking zoned in on this game and I'm so invested. I'm like, yeah, next turn. All right, what's my next like 5 turns look like? Okay, I'm going to do this, move these guys over here. I'm going to set up a little perimeter around this place. And then all of a sudden they're just like, yeah, I'll do one more turn and call it a night. I'm like, I had so many plans. I had so many plans right now. I just need to do these things. Please. No, we need to do more.
How many hours do you play at a time when you do play? I keep hitting this fucking mic, Chad. I'm sorry.
I think we normally do like 4 or 5.
Okay.
Typically. And like I was saying, it depends on the night that we play, but like this whole past week we've been playing most weeknights, just, you know, if nothing else is going on, and we usually go from like 8 p.m. my time to 11 or 11:30 when they want to go to bed. And I'm just like, fuck, no, don't stop now. Come on.
11:30. That is so early. That's such an early bedtime for me. Like, I can't tell you the last time we went to bed before midnight. There's probably 1 or 2 nights. Like, I think maybe one night a week ago or a week or 2 ago, I think I fell asleep on the couch at like 11:30, and then I was up, and then we went to bed a little bit after that. But I think the past 3 nights we've been at bed at 3 a.m. or later.
Damn.
But I mean, it makes sense considering like
you're on vacation right now too, right? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, you don't do that when you're going to work.
Leave the house right away, so.
Right, yeah. So it's so easy to just not do a damn thing and just stay in bed. Yeah, I mean, I've also woken up at 11:30. However, today, I guess we can kind of. Were you guys done talking about Civ?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Kind of spiral into what I've been doing. Today, the new microphone and shock mount came in. So there's nothing better than waking up, and looking at your phone and seeing a text message that says Amazon package delivered. I fucking skedaddled naked to the front door and got that box. I don't know if you guys saw on Instagram how big the box was that I got from Amazon compared to the small box. Like, this is the boxes that I got today. Just these two. The box was almost as tall as me. It was fucking massive. Just filled with air. I guess it needed to be that big, but because they forgot a part of the package, it looked way smaller. That's what she said. But so I got up, sort of early, 10 a.m. because as soon as you wake up and know that there's an Amazon order sitting at the front door, you're not going back to sleep. Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
And then obviously you guys both know the woes of setting up a brand new microphone and EQing, and there's a couple hours right there. So as far as the past 2 weeks, me and Weenie traveled to Ohio to visit her family for Christmas. We were there for a couple days. Honestly, the past 2 weeks, that's like the only huge event that kind of sticks out in my mind. Had work leading up to Christmas, all the way up to Friday, and that was kind of it. A couple days ago, I got a new phone. I got the iPhone 10. I got an Apple Watch. Let me tell you, I already knew that I wanted an Apple Watch. Like, I've wanted one since Series 1, but I've waited for multiple reasons. This thing is fucking amazing. And that is, I'm sure if there was anybody who just tried an Apple Watch that had an iPhone to pair it with, because I don't think a Series 1 or a Series 2 Apple Watch is any good without an iOS device, because neither of them have LTE. But just having this thing for the past couple days, has made my life easier. 2, it's kept me on my toes as far as like burning calories, standing up, breathing exercises. And every day something comes up new that is fucking awesome. Like, I was driving the other day. Normally, if you're driving somewhere you don't know, get the phone out, GPS, looking at your GPS for directions. If you do that, I had my left arm on the steering wheel, and my turn was coming up because it was a turn I always make. I knew it was coming up, and my watch vibrates. And so I twist my wrist, and it forwarded the directions to the watch so that I didn't have to fumble with my phone to look at where I was going. And I was like, fucking A, that is amazing. Having my phone in my pocket, getting a text, just peeking at my watch, not having to pull my phone out of my pocket. I'm looking at my phone half as much, which I love my phone. I love all of the apps on my phone. I enjoy using it. But if there's anything that I can do to look at it less, that's a win in my book. And so it's just made aspects of my life a little bit easier. The fitness tracking's awesome, calorie counting, heartbeat monitor, and stuff like that. I am so amazed at how well it works. I didn't think that I would be using it for text messaging, but the way that the interface works and the ways that you're able to respond to text makes it super fucking easy. And if anybody is on the fence about getting a smartwatch, especially an Apple Watch, I would tell you to fucking get it, because this thing is changing my life. Oh, you fucking have one?
Yeah, we talked about it on stream before, jackass. Yeah, in fact, you were like, "Oh yeah, you got that Apple Watch." Yeah.
Oh, was I snarky about it?
Yeah, I've had the Gen. This is a Gen 1.
Okay.
Like, I've had it for a long time. But yeah, the turn by turn is like one of my favorite features. When I talk to people about an Apple Watch, I said it's nothing that's gonna like change your life forever. Like, it's not like you have to have one, but it makes so many things so much easier if you have an iPhone. It really does. And that's the best thing. And if you're like me, I always wear a watch anyway, so it's kind of it's just nice. This is the nicest watch I've ever had, and it's light. I have the sport band, which I think is perfect. I like how you can exactly the things you said. Another one of my favorite things is quick news. Like, if I want to read like a quick news article or something like that, instead of having to pull your phone out, you just a couple clicks away, be like, oh, let's see what the headlines are. You know what I mean? It's nice. It's a lot of cool features. And it's if you don't have a watch and you have an iPhone, consider it. But some people just aren't watch people. You know,
right.
Some people just don't like wearing a watch, which I get too. My wife doesn't like wearing a watch.
And I don't either. I've not been about wearing things on my wrist. As a matter of fact, this is quite annoying, if I'm being 100% honest, but it's so goddamn convenient. And like you said, it's nothing that's going to change your life. And it's nothing that like Apple is doing that nobody else is doing. But
Right.
when you get a smartwatch, it starts introducing things into your life that you didn't even think about, and make certain aspects of your life easier. Mm-hmm. And I'm failing to think of a lot of other things right now. One thing that I absolutely love is you can use this as a shutter. So you can set your phone up and then open the camera app and tap to take a picture. Obviously the activity, like telling you, hey, stand up, hey, take a breathing break. This is where you're at as far as your activity. Just stuff like that has just been fucking fantastic. The fact that I can hook up Apple Music and put Bluetooth headphones in and just play music from the watch if I want to go to the gym or go for a run, that is mind blowing. So that's, I'm extremely excited about this thing. I love everything about it so far. The only thing that I haven't quite been happy with is the way that they do, holy shit, the way that they do notifications. How if you have your watch on and on you, everything by default sort of gets forwarded to your phone, unless you go in and mute it.
You can go modify your notifications. It took me a couple months to kind of figure out what I wanted to go through on notifications. It'll just take a little time to where you kind of set that up the way you want it.
Right.
But it's yeah, but I get you. Sometimes it's annoying. I get that. Yeah.
Because like I want to be alerted about some things within some apps, but I don't want to be alerted by everything in one app.
Right.
And like I know one of the features that I fucking love is when you're on Discord and you're typing away at your computer, your phone isn't ringing every single time you get a PM. If you're actively talking to somebody, it detects that you're on a desktop and that you're not on your phone. So I get that it's that. I wish I just had a little bit more control over what went to the watch and what, because like I still want audible notifications on my phone if possible, because there's times where I get the notification in my phone and it only vibrates and my watch does not make an audible notification.
Right.
And I think that's probably just a bug, but other than that, it's fucking amazing. A lot of people were asking me about my thoughts about the iPhone 10. My gut reaction when I got the phone was, I know I'm gonna sort of kind of miss the headphone jack, even though I use Bluetooth everywhere. My headphones, you guys stop being kind in chat, okay? Get this shit out of here. I love you all. Thank you. Knacker Subs in chat. What up? Obviously the home button being gone, which means no physical button on the face of the phone, no Touch ID fingerprint sensor, and a couple other things too. After hours of having this phone, I did not miss the home button whatsoever. They made the gestures of the home, of like the swipe up to go home, so fucking well. Face ID works so good that it creeps me out. The fact that I can be in pitch black and hold the phone up to my face and it unlocks. Like, you can be in pitch black, hold the phone up to your face, and it doesn't unlock. And then you make eye contact with it, and it unlocks within a half second. It's... How did they do this? It is insane. But everything about the phone is fucking fantastic. I love the style of it. The size is great. It's, the actual size of the screen is the same, but the body of the phone is smaller. That makes sense because of the less bezels.
There's no the edge isn't there. So.
Yeah, crazy. So far, love everything about the phone. I have no complaints other than control center is in the top right. You have to pull down control center from the top right, which with a 6-inch phone, because the swipe up from the bottom is your home button actions now.
Oh, I see.
Nope. Also, Amber, I did test it. I actually tested it with Weenie. I held the phone up to my face, had her look at the phone, and it didn't unlock. And then I made eye contact with the phone, and it unlocks. Fucking insane technology. It's absolutely insane. Messing around with the animojis is fun as shit. Being able to make poop emoji talk with audio is fucking awesome. I sent a couple to 42 in bands.
Is that an iPhone X feature only?
It is.
iPhone X or iPhone 10 or whatever it's fucking called.
It is indeed.
Cool. No, man, I would love to get one. I'm not due for another phone upgrade for a little. I mean, I have a 7 Plus, so it's not like a phone. You know what I mean? I think
we need the same boat.
When I eventually it's time for a new one, I'll probably wait for the next iteration and get it. But it looks like a great phone, man. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. It's fucking off the camera. Like I came from a 6S Plus before portrait mode was the thing, and the camera on this thing is fucking insane. Selfie portrait mode kind of sucks. But I see a lot of people in chat asking about the security of it. The only way it's been cracked so far is there's been tests done with some identical twins that you can fool facial recognition. But nothing is uncrackable. There's always going to be a flaw to something. I had somebody on Twitter the other day asking about, well, what about, if you get arrested and they want to force you to open your phone? Well, if you close your eyes or don't make eye contact with, the phone, they can't unlock it. It'll still require a passcode. If they try and hold it up and you're not looking at it, they could easily force your eyes open if they wanted to, just like they could put you in cuffs and force you to give you, the fingerprint sensor if you had it. So there,
you can still put a passcode on it, right?
It's required to actually have a passcode.
Isn't there a way you can lock out the face? Isn't there like a combination of swipes you could do to turn off the face unlocking?
Oh, so like if you're about to get arrested?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I don't know. That would actually be
good. It might be a good idea to know that. Just saying, not that you would,
See, but as soon as I say I have nothing to hide, people come out of the woodwork like, but it's your privacy, man.
They're like, what's on your phone, sir?
Yeah.
Look into this.
Why do you have so many dicks on your home screen?
Yeah.
But yeah, like if I was ever to get pulled over, I would be like, yeah, you can unlock my phone. I don't give a shit. Like it'd be the same as if I dropped my phone and somebody else found it. Like, okay, if you want to look through it.
They have these devices now, which I think is great because it pisses me off the people that do this all the time. They have these devices now that can like check and see like what your phone was doing right before an accident. Like if you were texting and driving and all that shit, they have these like phone sniffer devices, that show exactly all the activity of what you were doing.
Yep.
That cops are carrying now.
Yep. Yeah, that's why they can tell if you're texting and driving because there's like, oh yeah, I was following you for a couple minutes and actually here, let me show you this is you sending messages back and forth while you were driving.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so far.
But officer, I was doing it on my Gen 3 Apple Watch.
Okay, that's the only one downside of the Apple Watch so far is they have voice to text, but you cannot send audio messages like you can with an iPhone. You can't send an audio iMessage with the watch.
I bet you that'll be in a future update.
Like how can it accept voice and transcribe it to text?
Yeah, you can go straight Dick Tracy on this shit and fucking talk into it, but I'm sure it'll be in a future. I just don't think enough people have requested it, and they've had bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised for it to show up later.
My first guess would be file size limitations. Like there's nothing voice or video transmitting. Like voice to text is your voice transcribes it and then it sends a text. This file size of voice is probably much larger and isn't great for the LTE on the watches. That's gonna be my guess.
Can I just say one thing about iPhones that I wish that they would figure out? As a heavy music user with my iPhone, it drives me nuts that they don't have an on-phone way. Like if you can just like hold down the volume button for a certain amount of time to change songs. Because like when I'm driving, like sometimes I just have it on shuffle. I don't want to take my eye off the road.
Yep.
So I just sit there and like I'll just like I have a Bluetooth device that I use to switch songs now. But it'd be so awesome if you could just like pick your phone up and just like hold the volume button for like a certain amount of time, or even like hold that and then tap the home button or whatever.
Yeah.
Some combination of something to just like skip song. Even if they only have skip song and whatever, like even if they have a couple different options, do something like that.
There is, well, FYI, this is a great thing of the Apple Watch. What I love, you don't have to look down when you're playing something through your phone, through Bluetooth or whatever you're on is on your face, so you can skip forward and skip songs by tapping here and not having to look at your phone. That's another great thing about the Apple Watch.
I just discovered that yesterday. We were driving in the car. I was playing songs from my iPhone Bluetooth to the car. And then Weenie was looking at her phone, and I was like, "Oh, I wonder if." And I flipped mine on, and I saw the media controls, and just went,
"Oh,
baby, yeah, fucking awesome."
Great.
Yeah, there's just certain things like that keep popping up. But yeah, that's actually a great fucking feature. Like if your phone is in your car and playing music, you should be able to just like double tap on the screen to go forward or triple tap on the screen to go back.
Because I know like now you have to like hit the home button for the screen to show up and then, actually physically hit the next skip.
Yep.
But it'd be nice, yeah, if you could just like double tap the screen when you're not looking at it.
Because there is no home button on the 10, that's actually how you wake the screen. You tap anywhere on the screen and it wakes up, which I fucking love.
That's not bad.
So that's it as far as non-gaming. As far as gaming, me and Weenie been playing the shit out of Astroneer. We just passed 50 hours on that game. Having so much goddamn fun. If you guys have been watching the streams, which actually after this podcast, me and Weenie are going to be playing Astroneer on stream. So if you guys are looking for something to do into 2018, I'm going to continue being live on this channel. Playing Astroneer, been playing a shit ton of Rocket League, played a little bit of Fortnite. I, like 42, played Pub a week ago and was not happy. I just was not happy at all. It's strictly my preference on how Battle Royale games should be played and how I enjoy my games. I played the new map the first time I landed. I'm pretty sure I died right away. Second time I landed, I went through. No. Second time I landed, I only found a Winchester. And of course, if you're not a great shot and you're trying to kill somebody with a Winchester, you're going to have a fucking bad time. Third time, I actually survived. Weenie got downed. I went through 4 or 5 houses. And there was no gun. In 4 to 5 different buildings. And I was like, oh, great. This is the same motherfucking map as the last one. And I think I found, I think it was a shotgun that I eventually found. And then I got killed like shortly after that. And it was after like 4 or 5 rounds. I was like, no, I'm done. I'm pretty sure I don't like this game at all. Weenie was doing great. She was finding loot. She was killing people, but I did not have a good time at all. The map was, I think another big reason why I don't like playing the game is because it does not perform well on my computer. Just my outdated CPU, I've got a 3770K, and it just chugs really fucking hard, even with a 1080 in here. So all of those things combined just makes it a very, very shitty experience, a very shitty gaming experience for me. And I in Fortnite, we've talked about this in Discord like so many times, so I'm not gonna repeat myself. But I can land in Fortnite, find a pistol that has 30 rounds, and I can kill 3 to 4 people. No problem. I can do that any day. You land in PUBG and find a pistol only, good fucking luck. And I like Fortnite because it's a lot of single or double story houses and buildings. There's no 5, 6, 7 stories that you can spend 20 minutes looting only to walk out and then get one tapped by somebody. So it's not fucking great. But I mean, I just have more fun with Fortnite, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be done with Pub for a little while until I get bored of Fortnite. And I don't know. I just don't think PUBG is my game. And that's coming from somebody who's dropped 220 hours into Pub. Been playing that game since alpha, the closed alpha days. So we'll fucking see. And Super Mario Galaxy was actually one of the last games that I played before I left for Christmas. Hands down, one of my favorite Mario games so far. Like, I'm so angry that I did not get to play this game beforehand because I've had so much fun with it. It's not easy. It's not super difficult. Some of the game mechanics are super fucking fun. The way that they integrate using the Wiimote, and it's just great. It's just a lot of fucking fun. I love it.
I knew it. I knew you would love that game.
So thank you for picking it, and thank you for not only picking the game, but thank you for making us reach that sub goal for the game to be picked.
No, dude. You've hit some sub goals since then.
There's actually a chance that we just hit one now. I'll check on that really quick as we move into the gaming news and discussion. During the week, if you guys want to submit any gaming or streaming related news articles to the show, you can post your links to the Crocs and Odd Pockets news channel in Discord. I want to thank everybody that posted articles. I didn't get a chance. I was extremely rushed before the podcast today. I didn't get a chance to write down all the names of people who did submit articles. If you did, thank you so much. Thank you to all the people that got in on discussions as far as the articles that were posted there. So I appreciate your submissions. Thank you. So the first one, I just want to get your guys' opinion on this real quick. Twitch has a new game show, like a reality game show that they're doing that has a $60,000 prize pool. What did you guys think about when you first saw this?
I actually have not seen much. I've heard about it, but I haven't really read up on it.
Okay.
I thought it was cool. I thought this is a way that, it's going to bring more people interested in learn about the platform, and it's going to help some of those streamers who get on the show. Why not? Shit, I thought it was a cool idea.
I was kind of torn. At first I thought, can we just play fucking video games? Like, do we have to venture off into every avenue of entertainment on this platform? And then the other part of me remembered the roast that we watched at TwitchCon, which was a very unauthentic Twitch thing to do. And I fucking loved it. It was the roast of Jericho at TwitchCon 2017. And it was great to be there. It was funny. I enjoyed myself. All the casters did a great job. So it was dope. So I'm kind of torn on it. I'll wait and see what it looks like. I have a feeling that it might be super duper cringe fest kind of thing going on, depending on who is writing, who's directing, producing, all that stuff. Because, Twitch doesn't really have Hollywood superstars that are directing, production. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Next up, fucking stream snipers. So you've most likely had to have been living under a rock if you didn't hear about this story. But somebody attempted to SWAT. Oh, did I say stream snipers? Fucking stream swatters. God damn it. Stream snipers too. You're not off the fucking hook. Swatters. Stream swatters. So somebody tried to SWAT someone. Got the address wrong. SWAT showed up to a neighbor's house and ended up shooting and killing the gentleman that came to the door. A husband and a father at that. Thankfully, they fucking caught the guy who did the swatting, whose username, ironically, was Swatistic, which probably, I don't get triggered by usernames. That username triggered the fuck out of me. I tilted off the planet, SB Dimon would say. The fact that he has a reputation for swatting and a known reputation for swatting, like people knew who this guy was, knew that he likes to swat people, and hadn't been caught yet up until that point.
It's crazy.
But is officially caught. 25-year-old male that was living in Los Angeles, I believe. And you know what's fucked up is that I knew there was going to be some day where somebody was going to get killed. And that day has come. I'm sadly and unsurprisingly, I'm unsurprised is what I'm trying to say. It's like it happened and now I'm like, well, fucking yeah. Like I'm surprised this didn't happen sooner. And I'm angry that I feel that way. And I'm sad that it's not preventable and that it's probably never going to be preventable unless streamers just don't ever show their face or don't talk or put a 30-minute delay or a 3-day delay on their stream. Like, there's only so many things you can do to prevent this kind of stuff from happening. But I was more than relieved to see that this piece of shit has been arrested. He's most likely going to prison for the rest of his life.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm so saddened by the fact that this is now, like, this is the thing. Somebody has died. And I'm glad that it wasn't the streamer that died, but it's still somebody's life that got taken. And how do you feel as a streamer knowing you would have been dead? If that would have been your house, you or one of your family members would have been dead.
Yeah.
Was it a streamer or someone who was just playing online with someone else?
I don't think it was a streamer. I think it was just
Yeah, I
a
think
guy.
it was just a
there was
guy.
a
really?
Yeah.
it was like in a random Call of Duty game, and this guy was like, "Fuck you, you won't do it." And then the guy was like, "Yeah, I'll fucking do it." And then he
Yeah, I don't
gave him
think it
the
was a Twitch
address.
streamer.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing anything about being a Twitch streamer.
Okay, I either misread or I was just misinformed.
Well, either way, I mean, it could happen to a Twitch streamer also. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not like, it's a fucked up situation. I know there's more to the story to that. Law enforcement, the guy was unarmed. He came to the door. The cop opened fire. Supposedly the guy was reaching for his waistband. I don't know. I mean, there's going to be an investigation into it. It's a sad story all the way around. I mean, it's definitely something that was preventable, but yeah, I have a feeling that these sorts of things are not going to just go away overnight until they start really making examples out of these people. And even then, if you're a fucked up person, you're going to do fucked up things. And that's just, there's fucked up people on the planet and they do fucked up shit.
Yeah, I was reading some quotes and tweets from the guy that got caught, and it just fucking made me sick. The things that he was saying and the things that he was okay with saying, it just made me fucking sick to my stomach. Not a fan at all.
Yeah, and the shitty part too is that like you guys said, this it's obviously not going to stop it, but I'm hoping that they did learn something from being able to catch this guy. Like, I know that he had like a very public Twitter account and everything like that, but hopefully they keep advancing the technology in order to catch people doing this shit.
Yep.
So that they can, because like the more we put them away, the less likely people are going to be able to do it. Because if people keep getting caught while doing it, then people are going to be realizing, hey, maybe I shouldn't be fucking doing this because it's so easy to get caught nowadays.
Yeah.
People are still going to do it regardless, but if you make it a lot easier to catch them, I think that'll eventually slow them down.
Fucking sad.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that if this guy is prosecuted, which, I mean, I don't think there's any doubt that he will be, unless there's some crazy fucking T. Martin lawyers that somehow get this motherfucker out of being prosecuted. Hopefully this will put a huge damper on people who enjoy swatting. Like, oh shit, this is trackable and prosecutable, and I'm probably going to be going to prison if I get caught. Again, it's not going to stop it, but I sure as fuck hope that it lessens. That's for sure. All right, next on the agenda, Discord has GIF emotes now. I didn't get a chance to verify if this was for Discord Nitro people only, which Discord Nitro is the paid subscription for Discord. You can pay $5 a month and get access to a bunch of premium features, as well as early access to upcoming features. But those are officially out. I haven't seen anybody using any quite yet, but I'm very excited to see how these go, because this seems like something that you could really have some fun with. Have you guys seen anybody using any of these in Discord yet?
Mm-mm.
Not yet.
Okay. Oh god, I'm puking. Wine, red wine, and incoming champagne. Next on the agenda, PC Gamers 2017 predictions. So what I want to do as we wrap up the show is I kind of wanted to go through a couple of the things that happened in 2017. Maybe some good things, maybe some bad things. Maybe talk about the good or bad things that happened to you guys that were, if we can keep them game related if you want. But some of the predictions that PC Gamer stated, back before 2017 started. So I just want to go over a couple of these, and you guys can touch on any if you feel they strike you as interesting. One of the first ones was them talking about big changes at big game publishers. other than the most recent changes with obviously like Battlefront and a lot of the microtransactions and shit, do you guys feel that there was any big change from the AAA companies?
No, not that. Not that. I think it's business as usual for the most part at those big game companies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big publishers. Yeah, I can't think of anything major other than the Battlefront 2 stuff.
Okay. Yeah, that was probably a huge fire that they had to put out, and they're probably still putting it out to this day. I believe that the microtransactions are they still turned off, or were they permanently disabled? Do you know, Middle Age?
Last I played it, just a couple days ago, they were still off. So yeah.
Okay. I have a feeling they're probably just going to leave that off. I know that for the majority, I think consoles that game is probably still going to sell for quite some time. It's a AAA Star Wars game, and if a kid sees a Star Wars game on the shelf at Best Buy, they're gonna go, "Mom, Dad, fucking give me that shit," and that's gonna be the end of it. I think most of the educated PC master race is gonna be, staying away from the game for the most part, but I'm sure the game will still do well on console. If I ever see the game for like $20, $15-$20, I'll probably get it to play the campaign, just because I would like to play a polished campaign. But any more than that, I can't say I'm confident in being okay with giving them any money. Another big thing of 2017 was VR, and VR taking off. Obviously on Twitch, we're seeing a huge influx of streamers that are picking up on VR stuff, which is fucking awesome because I think it makes for an amazing show to watch. It's great entertainment. 42, how do you feel? Have you had your Vive for more than a year?
No, I think I got it this year still. So I've definitely been enjoying it, and I've been enjoying watching a bunch of other people streaming stuff of it. And I think it's definitely going to go uphill from here.
Okay. Jimmy, have you had a chance to try out any Vive or Oculus stuff other than like cell phone VR or PSVR or anything? Have you got to try any?
Yeah, no, I have. I can't do VR though. Like it just makes me. I've tried it. It just there's something my body just won't let me do it. I want to. I think it's cool, but it's just something with myself. I can't play it for more than a few minutes and just feel sick. So,
okay.
I'm an old man.
I'm an old man.
Can't play the newfangled devices.
Weenie said the same thing, that she gets way too motion sick from trying to do the VR stuff.
Yeah.
And that sucks because there's nothing like everybody, for the most part, can play video games, but you're gonna have a lot of people that are not okay with the motion sickness stuff, and that's gonna cause a little bit of a drop in your sales, and there's really nothing that you can do about that.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Those are kind of the two predictions that kind of stuck out at me. As far as the highs of PC gaming, I'm just going to kind of read off. Basically, PC Gamer took all of their writers and asked for what their highs were in PC gaming. And Age of Empire 4 was found to be existing. There were what the hell? There was two others that I was super pumped about. Oh, VR Isn't Dead was one of the highs of 2017, not the correct predictions. And Ryzen being a huge fucking thing. I have a Ryzen set up as a streaming PC. 42 has a Ryzen set up as a streaming PC. What do you have in your PC right now, Middle Aged?
I am still rocking a 4790K Intel.
Okay, so you're still kicking. I'm a generation under you.
Yeah.
Okay, so not bad. I think Ryzen was single-handedly one of the most influential releases in 2017 because AMD had been so far behind in the gaming world as far as processors goes, and even this point is arguable, but as far as GPUs, I always felt that the AMD GPUs were lacking. I've always just gone with NVIDIA stuff, and that's how it's been. So that is a very anecdotal opinion, but I think that's fucking huge. As far as games that you guys played in in 2017? Were there any that really, really stood out to you that you won't forget?
PC games.
Any games? I'll go with any.
Breath of the Wild, Zelda. Cuphead. XCOM 2 and the XCOM 2 DLC. I thought those games and Mario Odyssey. I'd say those games probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna go to the VR route just because getting the headset has changed gaming for me completely. Playing Super Hot in VR was by far one of the funnest things I've ever done in a video game. It just made you feel like so much of a badass.
Oh yeah.
So I was very happy with that this year.
Super Hot for me was definitely fucking awesome experience. I only got to, play it for like an hour or so, but the time that I did play it was absolutely amazing. I'm trying to think of a game that came out in 2017 that really stuck out to me. I'm looking at my Steam recent list. Obviously I dumped 200 plus hours into pub, so I enjoyed pub for a very long time. I just think my desire for BR games kind of changed as that game came out, or as that game developed. A lot of the games I played, like especially single player games, they're all games I needed to catch up playing. Like The Forest, definitely one of my top games. Tales of the Borderlands, the Telltale game, that was fucking amazing. Trying to think. Day of Infamy was really good. I don't know. There's nothing that stuck out like those games, but none of those came out in 2017. And other than that, I can't really think of. I'm sure if I went through my list,
you like
find
Fortnite,
something.
right? Didn't that come out this year?
Yeah, I liked Fortnite, but again, it wasn't a game that was like, oh my fucking god, Fortnite. It's just like, well, yeah, Fortnite's really fun, and I play that when I need a game to play. So it's kind of whatevs.
There was a lot of those games. I think it was just like, meh.
Yeah, it's just meh.
That was cool.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna start getting prepped for this countdown. You guys got this YouTube video up?
Yes,
I've had it up.
Okay, so has it been interesting?
Some people.
Back and forth.
Some people are weird.
All right, I'm going to go prep for this countdown real quick. You guys are more than welcome to just shoot the shit. And I'll be right back with you.
All right, so we talked about our best games. What were the shittiest games you played this year? What was the worst games you played you didn't like?
I'm gonna have to go back through. I try. The nice thing about Twitch is that most of the time you can avoid those games.
It's true. Yeah,
you can usually try to just avoid buying those ones. I'm just looking through my list now to see what I even got this year that I don't remember buying a game that I really did. Well, what the fuck was that I refunded? There's actually a game that came out for VR called Standalone.
Mm-hmm.
Standalone. I could be wrong with that. It's Stand Out. It's called Stand Out VR Battle Royale. It is literally a carbon copy, or it's trying to be a carbon copy of PUBG, but on VR. Like, it's all the same shit. You fly in on a fucking plane, jump out, you land, you loot, you kill each other. There's a circle that closes in.
Right.
But it was just so buggy, and for VR, like, I think VR Battle Royale could work out really well. But when I played that game, like, after the first few times I played it, I was like, okay. There was one guy I sat there and, like, because you actually have to use your own real, like, hand steadying skill to sit there and shoot someone at a distance. And I shot this guy like 6 times and saw blood splatter every single time and didn't die. And then I had to run by him. He was standing completely still. I could see him fumbling with his gun on the ground. And I ran by him and he just 2-tapped me because he saw me. I was like, all right, refunding this fucking game.
Yeah. There's only really a couple I can think of. Well, the first that comes to mind is Mass Effect Andromeda. That was probably the biggest letdown of the year for me. Oh yeah, it was nowhere near as that game needed at least another 4, 5, 6 months of development. So, and then the only other one I think that I bought that I thought I didn't like that much was the Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale series was really disappointing. Like it wasn't,
I had heard that.
It was not nearly as good as I had hoped it was going to be, and it wasn't even that funny. Like I was thinking it'd be really funny because it was, it's Guardians of the Galaxy, but it was very meh, especially compared to like something like Tales in the Borderlands, which is hilarious. So
did the YouTube video crash for you guys?
Yeah.
Fuck. Are you kidding me?
Yep. New year, new YouTube.
I mean, looks like there's another one going on. Let me see.
New Year stream.
I wonder if it's just YouTube.
It could be Fox News. Oh, Fox News Live.
Oh no, I found another stream.
You did?
Yeah, let me throw it in. Hang on.
I don't know.
Here we go. I threw it in Discord. I think it's the same thing.
Okay. La la la. Oh yeah. Okay. IPM to you. We're starting it off right, chat. Oh man, my window's open. It's fucking cold.
Oh yeah, to throw the sweater on.
Oh my god. Insane.
Oh, it's chilly here too.
All right, so hopefully the YouTube video is not too loud. Yes. So there's a Weenie's got the stream up on her phone, so there's a chance that we're gonna be a little bit behind of what's going on. But yeah, we'll chill here for till maybe like the 2-minute mark.
Do you already have that thing prepped to pop it?
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh.
Because I know those things could take a little bit. Oh my god, that snow that he has on it. I thought that was real for a second.
I did too. And then I was like, wait a minute. That's not real.
Yeah. All right, I know you guys can't see me right now, but or chat can't see me. Oh my god,
there,
dude, it's fucking chilly. I'm telling you. Oh my god, I can't. What is going on with this thing? This thing is impossible to get off. Okay, I got it. Wait, twist.
You have 2 minutes. Trying to pop some bubbly. I got my whiskey here. I'm ready.
There isn't even a cork on this shit. This is a twist off.
Oh, that's when you know you got the good shit.
But that's the good stuff.
Yeah, it's okay.
Motherfucker.
That's when you know it's good.
All right. Noise gate is going off. All right, off. I'm gonna put the microphone. I'm not gonna be able to hear you guys, Jimmy and 42. Except, wait, I can load the phone on my stream. I love you both. Thank you for being here. You guys are awesome dudes. No better way to be spending my New Year's, except with my lady too. Hey. All right, and goodbye.
What's your time at?
I have like it's like a minute 25.
Okay, I'm at a minute 3.
Maybe I need to refresh this.
I'm just gonna go off of when he.
No, it's actually 57. I refreshed it. It's at 55. Okay. Yeah. We got less than a minute. Got less than a minute now.
Is he going outside? I don't see him.
I don't know.
Oh, there he is.
I hope you guys can hear this.
This is so funny.
Fucking Paul's counting down. You're so off, Paul.
We got about 30 seconds.
I got my shot of Fireball just for you.
Hey, I got my whiskey. I got my whiskey
ready.
Go. Although technically it's not New Year's for us yet. It's just for them.
No, I'm actually going over to a friend's house to go party after this.
So. Oh, nice. Nice.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
3, 2, 1. Ah! Let's go.
The video's so delayed.
I know. Video is so delayed. It's hilarious.
Woo, cheers, chat.
Yay! Hey, Happy New Year. Coast or so. East time zone. Hooray!
Cinnamon.
Oh my god.
Oh, I almost break it.
Oh, there it goes.
Cheers, chat. Cheers.
Oh my God. Go.
Come on. You finally got it. You finally got it. Just spraying that expensive champagne everywhere.
Drink it, you pussy.
What a waste. Alcohol abuse. Come on, man. You didn't win the World Series. You're supposed to drink champagne on New Year's Eve. Come on.
There's no swing on this one.
Oh, the popping poppers now.
Happy New Year.
Woo!
Trying to get the camera. I imagine the audio version of this podcast is gonna be a little strange, without any visual context.
Yeah. Good job, East Coast. You guys did it.
You did it. You made it.
You're
through-
all alive.
You guys did it. I still got an hour left of 2017. Just an hour.
2 hours left. Ooh, West Coast has 3 hours left.
About to get hairy.
What are you doing for the rest of the evening? Are you gonna go stream or?
Yeah, I haven't streamed in like almost a week.
Damn.
So yeah, because I've been sick and I had family in town. So I'm gonna stream after this and stay up pretty late and then pass out and sleep in.
There you go.
But my son is staying at grandma's house tonight, so I can sleep my ass in. So it's all good.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's my plans for this evening.
Oh, my hands hurt.
Watch shitty TV.
Oh god. Okay. Noise gate on. Back free for all. Yay! I'm so weak. Okay. Cheers. I love you. All right.
Cheers.
How terrible did that look?
It looked pretty good actually.
Yeah.
It looked good. I think there was a slight delay.
There was a little bit of a delay in your video.
In the webcam
Yeah, the
video?
Yeah, like the audio video was a little off.
We heard you being like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you weren't even like on the camera yet. And then all of a sudden you just popped on there and you were doing it all afterwards anyway. We were like, oh, okay, there's a little bit of a delay, but you can hear it.
Interesting. Okay. Hey, it was worth it. See, now like
good.
my fucking fingers were so cold and now they're warming up and it's just that ache. That fucking ache in your oh god, it's the goddamn worst. I hate it. Woo! All right. So you guys were naming off the worst games of 2017. Did I hear that right?
Yes.
Yep.
And what were your answers?
The only thing I could think of was that fucking VR BR game. That was like the first thing that came to my mind. That battle royale, the PUBG copycat.
Oh, that's
Virtual
right.
reality. I really didn't like it. There's a lot of people that loved it, but I hated it.
What did you not like about it?
It was just too cookie cutter. Like, and apparently a lot of the textures in the game were default Unity engine textures. So it's just like it's very and like every building looks the same. You go into the building, and if you could like walk around those buildings with muscle memory. And if you think trying to find loot in the real fucking PUBG is hard, good luck trying to find loot in that game.
Oh
and
my
pick
god.
it up properly. You have to actually reach over, grab it.
Yeah.
Annoying.
All right. Well, I know you guys both got places to be, so I do not want to keep you up. I wanted to look at the worst games list because there was something. I know Mass Effect kind of hit you a little hard this past year, Mass. The Ghost Recon Wildlands was on this list. I didn't think that was an awful game.
It's subjective. It's subjective.
Did you play it at all?
I didn't, but I watched people play it. I watched your brother and HP play it, and it looked like it was a lot of fun.
I would say it's definitely, it was fun. There wasn't anything that kept me playing it. Like, I haven't played it since me and Weenie played it last. But as far as like worst games of the year, I don't know if I would put that on a list, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Are they done with Mass Effect? Is that like done?
I don't know if they're going to continue the Andromeda series. I would imagine if they try and do it again, they're going to try and refresh it all.
Okay.
So, but who knows? They fucked that one up. It should have been in development for several more months. They rushed it out, and that's what they get.
Oh, yeah. It's the fact that it took so long for them to develop, and then they kept pushing it off because they were working on things, and then it came out and it was still incomplete. I'm like,
yeah.
Say what?
The thing is, it's not a bad game. It's just nowhere near as good as the originals. It's just very average. And the originals were all really, really good. So that's the big issue.
Do you think I could go back and play either of those and enjoy it?
Yeah, for sure. I think Mass Effect you would enjoy.
Okay.
No doubt. Yeah, it's a fun game, and it's a cool game. It'd be a cool game to play on stream too, because there's a lot of choices you can make, and chat can help you make some choices too.
Okay.
I streamed all of them, the originals, in preparation for the new one coming out last year. I started a playthrough of each one, made it all the way through. We were all hyped, ready for the next one, and I couldn't even finish it.
And what a letdown.
I know.
By the way, I just looked at the weather. It's currently 1 degrees Fahrenheit and feels like -5, I guess.
It's 22 here. So, I mean, it's still pretty chilly, but not as bad as there.
A little chilly. All right, dudes. Well, I didn't even, let me look to make sure there's not any questions. We'll tackle those real quick. None? Awesome. That worked out perfectly. The one time I'm happy that there are no questions. Is there anything you guys want to say on the record as we start 2018?
New year, new me.
2018, surely it's going to be better than 2017, right?
right,
be.
man?
Surely. Not that it was a bad year, but I'm hoping for a good year. I am hoping for a lot of good stuff.
I'm hoping there's a good. I'm hoping by this time next year, Twitch looks a lot different than it does now. That's my thing.
Okay.
We need our website back.
A different how? Not to go down a rabbit hole.
We need to separate. Twitch needs to figure out what it wants to do and what it is doing. That's what I think. They need to figure out if they want to make this like an all-around kind of website or a gaming website and separate their IRL shit.
Got it. Okay. All right. As far as me, I just want to continue having fun. Streaming on Twitch, playing video games. I'd like to learn some new things as far as maybe like woodworking or more like microcontroller stuff. I definitely love to do a couple more DIY streams and start building some Arduino and LED shit here and there. But honestly, I don't have any New Year's resolutions. I do have goals, that I want to achieve. But actions speak louder than words. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm going to get there, and we'll celebrate when we get there.
No doubt.
All right, guys, that is going to conclude episode 50 of the Crocs and Hot Pockets podcast. First, I want to thank Mr. 42 and Middle Age Stream for being here with me tonight. I know you guys both had things you could have done tonight. I seriously thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to spend here on the podcast. I want to give a huge shout out to Salty Sam and Speed Demon, my two homies that weren't able to be on the podcast tonight because they were respectfully spending time with their families, and unfortunately Speed Demon actually came down with the flu. So if you guys see Speed, please throw him some love. To you two dudes, I fucking love you guys too. Happy New Year. Thank you for spending the last year with me on this podcast. I could not be here without you. Thank you so much. Chat, lurkers, subs, resubs. I saw the fucking subs in chat. You guys are way too fucking kind. We're on our way to yet another sub goal. I think we're like 1 or 2 away. I don't know, but you guys did not have to do that. Thank you so much. What I'm going to do is right now, I'm actually going to be continuing the stream. I'm going to be playing Astroneer with Weenie. What I'm going to do is I'm going to replay all those sub notifications at the beginning of the stream so we can get in some dancing. We can throw him some Knacker sucks.
Knacker sucks.
Oh my god, I've had one glass of wine. We're gonna celebrate those subs the right way with some dancing, with some noise, with some text to speech, and just all around, just celebrate the amazing community that you guys have built here. So hosts, thank you. Chat, thank you. What we're gonna do is go around the room one more time. Let us know, guys, what your plans are for streams this upcoming week. What you got going on, your social media, and all that good jazz. Middle Age Stream.
My name is Jimmy, aka the Middle Age Stream. You can find me on Twitch at the Middle Age Stream, Twitter at Middle Age Stream, and Instagram on the Middle Age Stream. And this week I'm streaming tonight after this on my channel on Twitch. Tomorrow, and then again on Wednesday. And then I got to go back to work next week. And then I'll be out of town. Yeah. Yep. But, dude, again, thanks for having me on the show. It's been fun to be the guest fill-in for the last couple months here and there. It's been great. And I hope if I'm always happy to fill in if someone can make it.
It's awesome having you here as always, Jimmy.
I am Mr. 42 on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitch. For streaming wise, I'm probably going to be streaming Monday and Thursday, my normal days. I usually start at like 8 p.m. Eastern, kind of a night streamer. Play a variety of games and usually do VR stuff pretty often. And then also I can be found on on Twitter at Mr. 42 TV.
Awesome. My name is Knackers. You guys know where the fuck to find me, so I'm not even gonna talk about it. We're gonna be playing some Astroneer here in a couple minutes, so if you guys want to stick around and hang out, you're more than welcome to do so. And happy fucking New Year to everybody here. I hope you guys have a great night. If you're planning on going anywhere, please drive safe. Do not drink and drive. Designated drivers, Uber, Lyft. There's so many options out there for you. Please be safe. Enjoy yourselves. Give some hugs, kisses, and high fives to the ones you love. And we hope that 2018 is a great fucking year. And we will all be here if you guys need a break from your life. So thank you so much. We're going to take a little bit of a break. I will see you guys next week for some sort of Crocs and Hot Pockets podcast, episode 51. And after that episode, I will actually be doing this will be the longest podcast I've ever done after next week. So next week is a milestone as well. So everybody have a fan-fucking-tastic night. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. All right, bye, Jimmy. Bye, 42.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Later.